What's up, people? Welcome back to Invest with T-Claus. My name is Tevi, and this channel is dedicated to my investment journey, along with coverage on crypto, Tesla, NEO, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint. Come for the information and stay for the perspective. So it's been a little while since I've talked about Tesla, July 16th to be exact. I sold most of my shares at that time, and if you missed my reasoning for making that move, you can watch the video here. Now, Tesla released its delivery numbers for the quarters. We have a date for the next earning call, and the stock is up 4.12% this week. So in today's video, I'll go over some of the recent news around Tesla. We'll look into the stock performance along with analyst ratings, and I'll close with what I'm personally doing as far as buying, holding, or selling. As always, this is not to be taken as financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is my personal approach to investing and a thought process behind it. I'd recommend watching all the way through so that you don't miss out on any pertinent information I'll be sharing. Drop this video an early like if you haven't already, and hit that subscribe button. Those are two easy ways to show your support to the channel and help it grow if you appreciate the content. All right, let's get into it. In case you missed it, the Tesla earning call is set for Wednesday, October 18th, after market close, right? The main thing most investors, including me and analysts, will be looking for are: where do margins now stand for this quarter, and where do we expect them to be at the close of the year? Revenue growth will be another topic that people are concerned about, news on Cybertruck, and finally, confidence around meeting the minimum 1.8 million total cars delivered Tesla guided to at the start of the year and has so far maintained. Now, earlier this week, and you may have seen it already, Tesla announced that they delivered 435,059 cars during Q3. The stock initially dropped on the news, but this is primarily because it represents a quarter-over-quarter decline compared to the record deliveries we saw in Q2 at just over 466,000 cars. What's important to keep in mind here is that even though this is a 6.67% decline on a quarter-over-quarter basis, Tesla has upped its deliveries on a year-over-year basis by 26.53%. That is significant and should not be overlooked. Now, the drop in deliveries is attributed to planned factory shutdown to support maintenance work. So nothing out of the ordinary here, but as I said earlier, they kept the 1.8 million cars delivered guidance unchanged, which is good. This essentially means that Tesla expects to deliver 476,000 cars in Q4, and that would be a new record. Of course, some people may be thinking it's a tall order, but here's a fun fact for you. Tesla delivered its 5 millionth car last month on September 15th. Going back a few years, they produced car 1 million in March of 2020. To put things into perspective, it took Tesla 12 years to produce that first million car, meaning that 80% of its total output has been delivered in the past 3.5 years. This is what exponential growth feels and looks like. So it's actually not inconceivable at all in my mind that they could not only meet the yearly goal, but even actually exceed it. And so the last bit of news to touch on, Hyundai is the latest auto manufacturer to sign a partnership with Tesla to gain access to the supercharger network. Hyundai will start using the supercharger network in Q4 2024 here in the US and Q1 2025 for Canada. What's cool to see here is that Hyundai is joining the growing list of auto manufacturers who have recognized that not only is the transition to EV now taking place, but partnering with Tesla is their best bet at ensuring that they can bring their current customer base along and not lose sales to Tesla. Might still happen, but at least it's a more solid plan than what they had before. At the end of the day, it's undeniable that Tesla has the best and most reliable supercharging network available, bar none. This is why Aptera, Ford, GM, Honda, Rivian, Polestar, Fisker, and Mercedes-Benz, in addition to Hyundai, are all adopting the Tesla North American charging standard. When you put it all together, looking at the stock price performance, the stock closed on Friday at $260.54 for a weekly gain of 4.12%. Looking year to date, Tesla is up 111.50%, meaning that every investor who held to this point at a minimum doubled their money. And this is despite pulling back after hitting the year-to-date high of $299.29. That's a great place to be, right? The consensus analyst rating for Tesla is a moderate buy with 29 ratings. That's 12 buy ratings, 13 hold ratings, and 4 sell ratings. The top end of the range was revised higher and now sits at $400 versus the $335 previously. The low end of the range is unchanged at $85. The average projected price target is at $264.56, which suggests an expected gain of 1.55% from the current level. We're essentially there right now. It's worth noting that the average price target was also revised higher from the previous $237.50. So the stock is doing well. Analysts are feeling bullish about Tesla and what's to come next. You can see that reflected in the price projection, which is great. This now brings us to where I personally stand on Tesla. I was fortunate enough to sell near the all-time high, lock in those gains, and redistribute them across my portfolio. I ultimately ended up fully exiting Tesla, but now the challenging part is, when do I re-enter? Things that I'm considering: at the macro level, we have the CPI number dropping next week on October 12th. That tends to inject more fear and uncertainty into markets, which in turn results in things moving lower before stabilizing. On the flip side, Tesla could simply detach from the broader market and have that momentum carry all the way up to the earning call on the 18th. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I'm beyond bullish on Tesla. That said, no one wants to buy a stock and see it instantly drop, even if it's only just a small drop, and even if you believe in a long-term vision like I do, right? And so to try and make a decision, I've taken a look at the technicals to try and get a sense of direction. As it stands, we're right in the middle of the channel with RSI at 54.80. And so really, the stock could go in either direction based on the upcoming headwinds at the macro level and positive catalysts at the micro level. So rather than take a large, speaking for myself, position and feel uncomfortable, I bought one share. Okay, so my average currently sits at $251.25, and the plan is to DCA my way back into a more substantial position. That will be my approach moving forward, with smaller buys at opportune times between now and the end of the year. The last thing I will say is this: some of the gains I made on Tesla and redistributed across my portfolio, specifically in NIO, Virgin Galactic, and ChargePoint, have gone up in flames, right? However, the rebalancing wasn't intended to generate a return near term, but rather ensure that I'm set up for success looking out 6 to 12 months, right? And from that standpoint, I still feel good about the direction I'm currently heading in. But on that note, that is it for me today. If you found value in my content, click the like button and share with others who you think could also benefit from it. For my newcomers, subscribe. It's free. And don't forget to ring the notification bell so that you too can stay in the know. I'll be back on Sunday for my weekly video. Till then, you can keep up with me here on Twitter for crypto and NFT related news. Thank you for watching. Stay humble, hustle hard, and I'll see you in the next one.